And a peso, yeah, what you are here, as you know, the oil giving and tithe. Now, that means I'm a candidate, we could have used just 2 weeks or 3 weeks to teach the tithe. But I want us to go a little bit beyond that to see the occurrence of events that leading to the tithe, I'm doing a proper understanding of the whole teaching. Last week, I had some few discussions I go through. Now, only as about our discussion drama, the next slide. I have some questions here and I address. The first question is, what is the frequency of Abraham and Jacob's tithes? In the word, Abraham and Jacob. Oh yeah, even there for the past 2 weeks or so, even there, they did mention something like tithes. It's a question there. What was the frequency in Pendledwine and the monk of Daily? What to tithe? Patron go to Mama. Once. Okay. Into Abraham or one and Jacob. No Sunday, I him. Okay, but even the Jacob needs no or in the future, right? On yada or Panano the Abraham coupon or she and coupon what they say or two no court, no control or corner, no whatever he wants in the Sunday Saka or bad or bomb madam 110 no. Until there, Jacob needs no was in the future, okay, but Abraham needs no was that immediate no fee a kuber on my title into I just once. Into we understanding from there. And second, what are the sources of both both Nkwafe be na what title answer him fan and when you want them title fee.
Abraham when you feel baby
it's Abraham and now I did 1/10 Ottoman King Melchizedek, right? Until we established that. Now Jacob didn't say what? Jacob didn't when the honor or but I promise that so Oko, Nasa Ninsa can. Yankupanu Castle, Jim Nessa was to establish he's going to give that 1/10. Damn not it. And then the next question is who is the recipient? See, Jacob and Abraham. And I would share them tithes what man. Now, what you know, would share them tithes and diamond.
Abraham Melchizedek.
Okay, but that's it. Abraham King Melchizedek, right? That is good. And Jacob said, okay. In Abraham that time there wasn't any priesthood in existence. That time Jacob or Shebo dog wana Yankopon. Okay, so these are the recipients. And the next question here, what were the motivation? About no Kenya when they Obama done 1/10 no. About no Kenya man. Yeah, so what were the motivation for both? When you talk of Abraham, what motivated him to give that 1/10 to King Melchizedek? Mr. Ivy.
Okay, Abraham dear no only Onyankopon ananti. Nti no onim said ye Onyankopon bambo ewo oni nebusua ho said Onyankopon do esitie. And Jacob so dear no so nya ni gidie ne free ne nana Abraham emu said ode onyankopon esom ede tete no ene mo no so nya gidi say ono so be yen sa.
Yeah, that's it. Good. Obviously, a different answer. Okay. Yeah, answer I'm sorry. Correct. Abraham no on the plan answer. On our we mean Abraham actually won this war. So he basically showed gratitude to God. Okay, he showed gratitude to King Melchizedek. That's why he gave that 1/10. But when you talk of Jacob, yeah, for him, yes, he's been with his granddad, he's been with his his dad for all these years, and he has seen what God has done in his life, right? So for him, his was kind of conditional, right? Conditional promise you'll make it there. God, I know that you've promised me, right? I know that you're going to take me to this land. If you take me there safely and I'm able to establish, I'm going to give you this 1/10, right? So these are the motivations for both offending individuals. It's in the the priesthood. Says yes, there was a mention of tithe in Genesis, but there was a reason why those tithes were mentioned, and we've already established that. Now we are going to look into priesthood. Again, we are learning tithes, but I want us to understand why certain things happened. So that is why we are going back to learn how the priesthood was established within Israel. The next slide, yeah. So here we are saying a change in name, which later became what? A nation, right? So when you read Genesis chapter 32, verses 28, it says, and he said, your name shall no longer be called Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed. So we are saying that now God changed Jacob's name to what? Israel. Remember, God promised Abraham that he'll be a great nation, right? Last week, we also learned that the same blessings that Jacob gave to who? Isaac gave to Jacob when he asked him to go far land to find a wife. Or sure, no obey great nation, right? So we are just trying to build that AE up. Then the next slide, I'll say later, God later reaffirmed this name change in Genesis chapter 35, verses, that's the next, that's it, go back, yeah. So God actually reaffirmed this name, right? The name from Jacob to Israel. So you can Genesis chapter 35, verse 10 to 14. It says, and God said to him, your name is Jacob. Your name shall not be called Jacob anymore, but Israel shall be your name. So he called him Israel. So God reaffirmed this name, that Jacob, you are no longer what? Jacob, but your name is now what? Israel. Your name is now Israel. Also, God said to him, I am God Almighty, be fruitful and multiply. Okay, remember God promised who? Abraham. Isaac knew it. He also informed Jacob about these blessings. And also when they are going to multiply, they are going to be a nation, right? A nation and a company of nations shall proceed from you. The kings shall come from your body. 12. The land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, I give to you, and to your descendants after you give this, after I give this land. Then God went up from him in the place where he talked to him. So I am there. Whatever promises that God gave Abraham, that is Jacob's grandfather, right? He's basically reaffirming all these promises here. Now the name has changed to what? Israel. From Jacob to Israel. But any question here so far before we proceed? Okay, next one. Yeah, so this slide, the 12 tribes of Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel. Now, the one prophet, in here, Jacob number, right? Actually, or 13, we have Dinah, who is a lady, but that wasn't counted. And Mama could say, what count one. And these 12 tribes, I want to form the nation Israel. But I believe we know all this already. Now, one from the nation Israel, this will play a very important role in our study. These individuals will play a very important role in our study as we are studying Tilthe. But next slide. So Exodus chapter. Exodus chapter 28 verses 1 to 3. But also I can come here. Israel for Egypt and right? Israel for Egypt right? Now on their way and God instituted what? The priesthood. So Exodus chapter 28 verses 1 to 3. Also, now take Aaron, your brother. God instructed Moses that he should take Aaron, his brother, and his sons with him from among the children of Israel, that he may minister to me as a priest. Officially, God is calling someone to be a minister, to be his priest. That's Aaron, right? And you shall make holy garments for Aaron, your brother, for glory and for beauty. 3. So you shall speak to all who are gifted artisans, who have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him, that he may minister to me as a priest. In Exodus chapter 28, verse 1 to 3, Nyankopon officially calling someone as who? A priest. Calling someone as a priest. Now, Aaron, which we get into that. Aaron and Moses, they are from a certain family. Right? They are from a certain family. And that family will play a vital role in our studies, which we get to it in the next couple of slides. The next one, also the ordination, right? After the incident, so you went there, Abraham now said, walk some incidents we see where the Israelites, some of them molded a golden calf. There was me because most of the Orchid bread now and watch. So we had them golden calf just to worship him, right? Worship that God. And something happened. So we know that when Israelites left Egypt and going to a promised land, it got to a certain point that they thought Moses is keeping long, he's not coming back, so they molded a golden calf. And when Moses came back, he was so furious. Now, Ofra, I don't hear share. no more instruction there. Who is one of the uncooperative? Only the uncooperative, they should stand aside. Now, a certain family did something, which is also remarkable, which is Exodus chapter 32, verses 25 to 29. Also, now when Moses saw that the people were unrestricted, for Aaron had not were unrestrained, for Aaron had not restrained them to their shame among their enemies. Then Moses stood in the entrance of the camp and said, whoever is on the Lord's side, come to me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves, swung to his side, and in and out from the entrance to entrance throughout the camp, and led every man. So I know, even there, all what the Levites, they now went to Moses because they are for who? God. Since I hear where all these stories coming up, okay, to me, when that happened, they all went to Moses because they show loyalty to God, loyalty to Moses. And Moses instructed the Levites, okay, those who came to him, to kill those who didn't come, right? And that, never know we. One would matter. Never know that, open one. 3,000 with us. Okay. 28 also. So the sons of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and about 3,000 men of the people fell that day. 29. Then Moses said, consecrate yourself today to the Lord, that he may bestow on you a blessings this day. For every man has opposed his son and his brother. And from that time, and then Moses, as in one so on, or send away Jina Amayankopan. Okay, Wejina Amayankopan. Now, this family, the Levite family, officially, Yankopon by no, over phone over ni priest, over na so for any human, officially. Okay, into no Exodus, you there, if you are going to Egypt or Aaron was officially called to be the priest. Now, also the Levites were basically stood for God, and now they are now also going to be what? Priests. So in Leviticus chapter 8, verses 1 to 3, also Moses officially ordained Aaron and his sons, right? Washing them and ordaining them to the tabernacle, right? Into Leviticus chapter 8, chapter 8, verses 1 to 3, 13, as we can the whole chapter, and one there, whatever transpired, when Moses basically he officially ordained these people, Aaron and then Nebuchadnezzar, to be officially priests priest for God. Now I want to know to lead Nyankopon ne yako. In the next slide now, you go who the Levi ebusiano. The Levi ebusiano. In there, Aaron Ofi Kohath clan. Okay. Now Levi and so won't my ebasa. Oh sorry, Anan. But a queer oba. Again, one friend coming. But in Ibasano, okay, they form the priesthood, okay, and Aaron is from Kohath clan, all right. Now also Awomba, Nadab and Abihu, and later on Nadab and Abihu, In terms of the Aaron answer, Yakupon ordained as a soften, Ofia Ebusium, Levi Ebusium, right? And Yakan can, he says, I know that when the golden calf was murdered for worshiping, only the Levi family stood for God. And Moses instructed them to kill those who didn't stand for God, right? And the Moses okay obeyed one throw on one obey okay. And so this is going to play important role in our area. There's only one family, which is the Levi family, or Israel, or Sopho. Put your question. Okay.
My question is, Moses, so a damn family.
Honestly, if you live here,
okay.
That's Union Aaron. Union Aaron. Okay. And so now, you look at the next slide. The next slide here, Leviticus chapter 27, right? Now, so you can say jump all the way to 30 to 34 now, right? It gives an account of the Uchiah tithe, right? Uchiah tithe. But we are not going to go all the way. You will start from verse 1, which I'm going to give a quick summary because time is fast spent. See here, verse 1 up to 8 now. If someone made a special vow, Israel no. Israel think now only the Levi family. Israel think so obi or make vow be the make them pay. But also there's a price tag. Our the they were from age 0. Okay, up to 4 years more. Or that so a beginner or a 5 shekel or a Messiah or 3 shekels from age 5 to 19, no so the price or how no. It's a vow that the Israelites will say that if you are maybe mpeda on Yankopon ejuma, and so what the price was thrown there. Okay, this is the price that this person worth. Okay, so on the go change by hour. Okay, hence say from the $1 an hour. Based on your age, okay, that is the value that has been assigned to you. Okay, now there's a reason to that. Okay, just in case you want to buy or you want to redeem that person, okay, you pay that price, okay, plus another 20%. Okay, there's a reason to that. Now, when you go to verse 9, verse 13, also animals suitable for sacrifice that were dedicated to God became holy and not for exchange. And say, Israel, made them out boy, if they are or Yankopanetti, a boy on your Yankopanetti. In the one, you can't exchange it. Or a vow or dedication after the marble, so you can't exchange it. Unclean animals could be redeemed by paying their assessed value plus additional amount. In the Abobia only clean, say if you dedicate that aboard to Yankopana, which is not acceptable, you can buy that animal back, right? It's whether the man born a punching for that's why about let's say $10. Okay, you pay that price, but there's also additional amount of money that you need to pay. Okay, so that's about 20% of that price. You add it and then you buy that price upon back. Verse 14 to 25. Also, houses in the business was the one fear were dedicated to Yankopon. If they are way full and their land, they will dedicate all these properties to what? God, right, to be used. Now, if you dedicate all this and you want to claim that back, right, you need to pay the value of that land or the property with additional what? Percentage of money. All right. Now let's go all the way to verse 30 to 34. Verse 30 to 34. Also, and all the tithes of the land, whether of the seed of the land or of the fruits of the tree, is the Lord's. All the tithe of the land. It's be biara or assassinado. 1/10 of that is for who? The Lord. 1/10 of that is for the Lord. It is holy to the Lord. If a man wants all to redeem any of his tithes, he shall add 1/5 to it. And concerning the tithes of the head or of the flock, of whatever passes under the rod, the 10th one shall be holy to the Lord. He shall not require whether it is good or bad, or shall he be exchanged. And if you exchange it at all, then both it and the exchange and one exchange for it shall be holy. It shall not be redeemed. All right. In the Hanom, Israel also for all their the produce, they need to give 1/10 to the Lord. And it's for who? Only the Lord. Okay, one for my uncle. Now, sir, I say a pede as my uncle, I say all the tithes of the lands. Okay, until PPR. Okay, there's a percentage charge. If a man if a man wants at all to redeem any of his tithes, he shall add 1/5. In the army, maybe $10. That is my tithe. Now, sir, still, I want to redeem all, right? Also, I need to add 1/5 of its value to it. In the example, to be easy, appointed one, that's my tithe, number $100, right? I can redeem it, I can claim it back, I can buy it back. So I have to pay that $100 with additional what? 1/5. Okay, that's 20%. So that would be how much? $120. Okay, the actual price of the goat was $100. So I have to pay that. If I pay that, I have to pay additional 20%. That is man some tight am the kwan yakopon no. Okay, mo yo abo no for too much in pede je man some komori. Ewa, ani je pede no kwaka share obi ana bibi dam. Ewa, into mo fa menya fa nkoma yakopon. Fine. Yakopon say no worry. You pay the value plus 20%. All right. So that is the tithe or that time. But any question before you proceed? Okay, instead the same there or abua and also a food a produce. Bibi or herbs, woodja, and then one ade. But wadoka or soften the priest will place a value on those tithes, right? Instead, I want to work with the Bowie, so what $100, right? So they will place the value on it, right? Or if I would then what can be about 500,000, right? So they will place a value on it. So if you want to buy it back, okay, because they already placed the value on it, so you pay that value plus additional 20%. So that money is not going to the priest. It's like who's gonna them now job one back. Yeah, there's a reason. Yes, kind of exam, but that is no longer counted as time. But our scholars, that is no longer counted as what tithes, because I'm not sure that 1/10 should be what animal, the heads or whatever. That is what God has commanded, right? As your 1/10. But again, if you don't want that, go back. Then you pay that to the priest. Okay. Now next week I'll study this. We will dive into another area. Even the Levites dance and some. So once I can all this area, they also give 10th. Okay, which we'll get into that next week. But question.
I'm saying the whole idea, and then they say all the tithes won't mean for value end to so. When you go policy for 1/3, so no matter what it is, 1/3 in a call. According to say, minimum say one will be at donate property, car, and a I'm a charity payer. For example, Purple Hearts. So, car no will be say. Open donate here. One for price and two. And command and say, oh, price down, price would you say, would you chow? All the choir, and all the price that just now on what nobody can aboa, so you for and say, people were using or donate here. Now, all the price is just why I call auction. So, oh, so per carry you or talk about that price. So from the beginning, what do you listen when you say? A 4 hour dog, and more when you for 1/10 bra. What do you call where you will rose a few? Or more than 100,000 or 1,000,000. What you can say, oh, majority a million. See, I want to so. And you say, no. And yes, I'm about it. The cataclysm.
That's it. That's also awful. But why clear? On your clear. Okay, I hear from on your clear.
Yeah, we want to say, for you, baby, young coupon can say, what they are born in for some guitar, go back, come pay. None per se medical. Until me quite a pan who are mean to me. Yeah,
we'll get into that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Deuteronomy 14, right? Yeah, you get into that. Yeah, just refute the idea that in them there's no those kind of stuff. We need to have refute into that chapter or refute that idea. Yeah, more software can. Just a minute. More software can. Israel for that one Joanna or Doka, into in Sweden $20. Like you just send it, young ones for. Okay, so whatever they will do with it, is up to it's not my business. Also, no phone call and I'm a call. So they place the value on it. Yeah, but you can okay if they already place the value. So you can go ahead and buy it back, but you need to pay additional money. That's 20%. That's 1/5 of it, right? In the at the sika at the ma. Okay, I'm almost done. At the sika the ma asofono. You've already presented your title already, okay? And it's not that ma abue material quick. Or $100, okay, into also for Minyan Fabo number. Okay, Minyan Fabo number, $100 and $120, okay, to cover that debit. Okay, you give it to them, and then when they place the value, next and later, you want to go and then buy it up. Then you go for it. Because the minya may wa judge na okay because Levi busuano what chance as no on okay so all those is to just sustain them instead what from Yakupano Kakana na but they also have to live it's just to sustain them. Now we'll get into that from next week or next 2 weeks going. It's time. What now question? Oh, okay. Madasi. Any other question? All right. So my discussion for today, before we leave, whose name changed to Israel and why? Jacob. Easy. Why? 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 Why was the name changed? Can't. There's no wrong or right answer. Okay, so I didn't buy on man.
And Isaac or Israel.
Okay. Yeah. Now why are they? Okay. Even the name was basically changed because he struggled. Okay, we struggle with God and prevailing. Okay, so that's the meaning of Israel, right? Yeah. Upon struggling, no prevailing. On the Jacob also wants to know in Shema Mamanko. Okay, I won't let you go unless you bless me. And I said, who are you? My name is Jacob. Okay, you no longer be called Jacob. Okay, because you struggle with God. So your name will be called what? Israel. Okay, that's why the name was changed. Now, has there been any? I say, who were all the vows, dedication, gifts, and tithes made to? Into chapter 27, you can all the vows, the dedication, the tithe. Who were they made to? What more? The Levites, right? And that is intended for who? For God, right? Okay, yeah, that's it. And now the next is, has there been any commandment from the Lord for tithe to be paid to anyone? So for instance, you see, has there been any commandment that tithe should be paid to anyone?
No.
Okay, no. Obviously, a different answer. Obviously, yes, sir. That's it. Okay. It's Ivy.
Now I saw for us almost so
okay. Yes, it's true. We'll get into that next week. Why I'm not here. Numbers chapter 18. Numbers chapter 18. We dive into that, and then sister.
If I can make a question, maybe I would tell you that so for you now one one. Over there one day. Or you know, to show you that I just saw from
So basically you are asking if I'm an Israelite, right? And I'm in some village, right? And I need to pay my tithe, right, to the Lord. How do I? Okay, that one. Okay, sorry.
Okay, on say I didn't know who could share. I'm going to be who could share. And to say, oh, crassy and now, oh, baby. And it's in a Bible, no, I catch us say, a fine air, what do you mean? That's a crime, my fancy, Jerusalem, no, if you are in crime. And I'm so, we walk Massey, Mrs. Shemi near me, and I'm the call. And you man a dozen. And the Bible says a dozen one. Overturn us a Jessica and yet to soon. But Yakupon will say, where ye Nemo a quan and a what, or no other shares are a give. It is a quan and a no what on would be, and a pure crown out of a no.
Okay.
Oh, and I won't, and anybody. What's over tons?
Yeah.
Told them to me and Sam.
Yeah. It's no.
Oh, yeah, come you are. I wasn't
Yeah. It's official. Any. Yeah.
I remember the no. The fact they said we are all cobble could have you, and I wish I wouldn't say so for Bianca.
Oh, I mean,
And I was so young.
yes. Okay, into no. Martin Israel. Yeah, we'll get into that. Yeah. Israel now, they know. Obian where otherwise where you call into because a crown by one moment. At least you were from somewhere before relocating to that village, right? So you already knew what you need to do before you even relocate, right? It's like if you're gonna how we do our things. When you come here, we still do our things. It's Obi because in there that is our responsibility we need to do. So yeah, Mr. Enki.
Okay, I'm saying a good picture. And then yeah, you know what I'm going to be Tamale, and then the vision of what you maybe outside Ghana, and the vision of those days, you know, almost fear said now and child we are snitch every bear, say almost to coin. So it's our castle, no big because they do not almost woman or moko. Almost her hand almost set her. No, so from my point. And this is a American, they say you saw Ghana. San Yadrian, Satan, and it is a true beer, if it almost trana. No soap number of Casabia, wait to have the hour. Near what the beer won't, yes, a serum. Then dream bra, almost at Namo, you are, said the name, father. Picture said, I don't know woman no more. It's almost a tribute to a crown son. Yes, so many years, and son every day. We better how we better. If I say, it's I don't want to prove or say, true beer, and then put it here. I put on my room, say,
That's it. Okay, into in the next next week we are going to look into Numbers chapter 18. Okay, we are going to go into that and then have an understanding of Numbers chapter 18, and then we continue our studies. If no further question, thank you for the questions and then the participation. Hopefully next week we come in our numbers early, and then we all participate in this studies. Thank you. Oh, you have a question?
The woman's question that if she lives the distance from, and I say the answer is in Deuteronomy 14.
14, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it. And see, Mr. I can Deuteronomy chapter 14. Deuteronomy 14, yeah. But Yabakoho, since man should I get deep into that in there, it's 2 weeks ahead of me or something like that. But that's for bringing that up. Alrighty.